Last year, there were nearly 9,200 calls to 911 over domestic violence. A new campaign in our city is working to get boys and men involved in the conversation to help. We welcome Christine McCourt-Reid with the local YWCA, as well as local business leader Len Rhodes. Good morning to you both.
Hi. Good morning.
Now, such an interesting and important conversation to have. Christine, this campaign calls for bringing men into the conversation. What difference does that make?
Well, I think for too long, gender-based violence has really been framed as a women's issue, but it's not. It's an issue that is going to take all of us working together to solve. Statistically, we know most women and gender-diverse people are the victims of gender-based violence, and statistically, men are the perpetrators. So we need to start having that conversation, bringing men and boys into the conversation, saying it's going to take the entire community working together to be able to make change in this.
For sure. And Len, that's where you come in. What have you gotten from being part of this so far?
Oh, it's just so fulfilling to know that you can make a difference by just sharing your story. It was 10 years ago when I came public. I was with the Edmonton Eskimos, now the Elks, as president and CEO, and I realized I was given a public platform. And to maximize that potential is to talk about things very personal. And I grew up in a home with domestic violence, and unfortunately, a dad, when he drank, was very mean and I'd say vicious to my mom.
Oh, wow. So very personal reasons for getting involved in this then.
Absolutely. You know, Christine talked about the need for men to get involved. If we're not part of the equation, we're never going to solve this. And it's not a one-size-fits-all, and everyone can play a different part. When I was with the Eskimos, we sent players into schools to talk to the young men so they can influence them in a positive way.
Okay.
The kids that look to their heroes, and when they hear the heroes say, it's not cool to hurt a woman, they listen. And for my part, it's just sharing my experience and doing the little things that I think can make a difference.
That's amazing. Christine, why is domestic violence prevention so important?
Well, I think any violence prevention is critically important. I think if we were to speak to anyone, I can't imagine anyone we would ask to say, do you think violence is okay?
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone saying it would be, right? And yet it is still so prevalent in our society. So we just need to work together to make a change in this. It's unacceptable.
Yeah. Len, you're a keynote speaker.
I am.
How's that feel to be part of that?
Nerve-wracking,
yeah,
because you're exposing yourself. And while I look forward to it, and there's no way I could say no to Christine and to the YWCA, I have to do this. But I'm going to be honest with you, leading up to it, I'm going to be very tense. It can be emotional, and it's not fully scripted, so I will talk freely and genuinely, and hopefully that resonates with the audience.
Yeah, and sharing your story, do you feel like it is a little bit easier because it has such an important meaning to help others?
I was surprised. I thought I was going to be belittled when I first shared it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, hundreds of people reacted, and for the most part, it was very, very positive feedback saying they felt alone. It was nice to see someone in the community speak out, especially a man. So I felt, gosh, I did make a difference, and just by talking about it, and selfishly speaking, it helped me. It was the best therapy you could ever imagine, by unloading this burden that I had carried in secrecy and isolation for 51 years.
Wow, amazing. Christine, what can people do to support?
Well, the Rose campaign is YWCA Edmonton's annual advocacy, awareness, and fundraising campaign. So there's lots of ways to support. Go to our website, ywcaofedmonton.org, and learn more all about it. They can donate, which of course really helps fund our critical violence prevention and recovery programs and services that we offer through the YWCA. But lots of other ways to get involved as well. Hanson Distillery is running an amazing limited edition bottle of Whiskey Rose, which you can buy with all proceeds going back to the Rose campaign. Great Christmas gift.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, we have a Rose raffle going on with great chances to win one of 10 amazing prizes. I think there's only 40 tickets left, so check that out.
Then.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you both so much for coming in, sharing your story, and doing what you can to hopefully prevent more violence to women and those impacted by it.
Thanks so much, Corey.
Thank you, Corey.
For more information, you can visit ywcaofedmonton.org.